We're going to get started. This should be a very quick and easy run through about the All Trails Challenge. So let's kick it off. Here's our agenda. We're going to do a quick introduction about Friends of the Wissahickon. For folks that are new, we'll talk about what the All Trails Challenge is, important things to know, and then talk about how to register for the event. In the end, I will take any questions and we'll go from there. I guess I should probably also introduce myself. I am Maeve Pollock. I am the database and development and database manager at Friends of the Wissahickon. I have Claire Brennan here with me. She is our communications coordinator, all things social media, emails, the weekly e-news that folks get. She is the master behind the scenes. So thank you to Claire for hanging out with us tonight. A little bit about Friends of the Wissahickon. We were founded in 1924, so it is our 100-year birthday next year. We are super excited. We have over 3,000 members and are the official park partners of Parks and Recreation for the Wissahickon Valley Park. So we do a ton of things. Some of them are managing the Wissahickon to be cleaner and more accessible. We do a lot of that by working with our community members, our tons of volunteers. So we are thankful for them. We work to preserve our 1,800 acres of woodlands, meadows, and streams. You will see a ton of those areas by taking the All Trails Challenge. Over 50 miles of scenic trails that we care for. Again, you will be traveling all of these. So you will see some really cool areas. And we are the voice for the watershed in the park. So really advocating for the needs of the park, for what's best for the watershed, making sure that our water is clean. The Wissahickon Creek does provide water for 1 in 3 Philadelphians. So it's super important for us to make sure it's clean. So what is the All Trails Challenge? This is a super fun event. We have taken this to an extreme this year. So we are cutting down the time that you have to complete all 50 miles of trails. All of these trails are walkable. Not all of them are bikeable, and not all of them are able to go to have horseback riding. But we do have information that we can share with you about that, about which specific trails you can take for and how to get there. So why taking the All Trails Challenge? Some of this we want to hear from you. We did send out a survey earlier, maybe 2 weeks ago, asking why you did take the All Trails Challenge. If you've taken it before, what keeps you coming back? We would love to hear more of those whys. But really it's an opportunity to see the entirety of the park, maybe exploring different areas. I grew up in Philadelphia and definitely spent a ton of time on Forbidden Drive. And growing up, I thought that was all that there was. Starting working at Friends of the Wissahickon, I was most certainly wrong and get lost all the time because of it. So we'll move right along. So important things to know. The registration for all FOW members starts on August 22nd. This is different than the official ATC start date, which is going to be on September 5th. Members do get the perk of starting early, so they get an extra 2 weeks. I'm not looking at a calendar, so I'm going to trust that it's somewhere around a week or two to get some extra miles in there and kind of complete those miles before other folks. We do have prizes. We have awesome prizes. We've started working with some new folks this year. I'm not going to spill any of the secrets, but think glamping is what I'll say. And then along the way that there are many challenges that you'll be able to complete for a prize as well. If you want to start early, as the development manager, it is my obligation to encourage you to become a member of FOW. If you haven't already, we can't do any of this work without our members. And so we really appreciate all of the support that our memberships give us. Highly encourage, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. Claire can also help. We'll continue. All right, resources. So this is a huge undertaking. You've got about 3 months to be able to go through all 50 miles. How are you going to do this? It's a little stressful. Just thinking about it, no worries. We got you covered. So social media is a really fun one. We have our FOW ATC Challengers page. You are welcome and encouraged to join. There's some great resources in there. So folks who have already taken the challenge, maybe have done it multiple times. If you need recommendations on where to go, these are your people. They can help you get anywhere and everywhere all over the park. If there are specific historical notes that you want, we can definitely help you out with that as well on that page. We also have our weekly bulletin that I'll be sending out to our ATC challengers. So this will go out, I believe I send it out on Mondays or Tuesdays. And this will have any of the challenges that we have going on. So any little competitions that you can win prizes. This also has really fun hiking suggestions. So we have a mile guide that will take you through kind of the points of interest along the way. I'll be sending these out every week for you guys. Try to help you get all 50 miles, sharing different places each time. That way you're seeing different areas of the park. And we also have our launch party. This is coming up in the beginning of September. We will be sending out a ton of information about this. And you will most certainly hear about it. It will be at Wissahickon Brewing. Yes, it will be at Wissahickon Brewing. We're going to have some really fun activities, we'll say. So we're going to have Troy Bynum, who's one of our amazing photographers. He does, if you're on our Instagram, he does our Wildlife Wednesdays. And his pictures are incredible. And so he's going to be hosting a game for us. And then we'll also have Sean Green, who's our Director of Volunteer Stewardship, and he will be doing a Wissahickon themed quizzo, prizes for both, and also come and get some beer on us. Okay, some tips to work with your folks. So when you register for the All Trails Challenge, each person will get a fundraising page. So this is where they're able to have updates on all of their all of the hikes that you've been doing. You'll be able to connect it to Strava. People can see where you're going. You can also ask for donations through this and set your fundraising goal. We have some amazing tips to be able to do that. You can find that on our fundraising and social media guide, which is also on our website. I will show you where later. And we have some great tips to do that. So some of which are sending out photos. You send out photos of where you're going. You can put those on your page. You can send them out in emails, but really talking with your community and giving them, why you're doing this. Taking videos or blogging is a super fun way to stay engaged with other people. Share where you've been going, why you're going there, if you've ever been there before, all kinds of things like that. But really sharing your why about taking this challenge is super important. Connect it to everybody. It makes it unique and personable. We also sent out a survey, speaking of our Tell Us Why survey that I mentioned before, for why. Why have you taken this challenge? We would love to hear it. The stories are super important for us as a way of encouraging folks to come out to the Wissahickon Valley Park, not just for the All Trails Challenge, but really coming and exploring the park. Why is it important to you? are you from this area? Did your family bring you here? Did you just happen to stumble upon 1,800 acres because you got lost somewhere? We want to hear it. We will send out that survey link again for folks who have taken the challenge. If you haven't taken the challenge before and you want to fill it out, just why you want to take this challenge, we would love to hear that as well. Okay. What's next? We're going to go through the registration process. I have a few more slides that I'm going to share with you, and then I'll really walk you through it. So you'll be able to see the website and see how to register. Okay. When you start your challenge, you have an option of connecting this to an existing Just Giving account or creating a new one. So on the left, we have login if you have done this before, maybe if you've done ATC last year, and on the right will show what it looks like when you'll get a little pop-up for registering. I'm going to skip out of any questions and we're going to go and we're going to look at it. So this is our ATC website. So you can see all kinds of good information here, sharing the trail, the steps on how to get yourself going. So you're registering for it. We have that fundraising guide that I have in step 2, suggested hikes in step 3. A lot of these are going to be ones that I'm sending out in our weekly bulletin as well. And then step 4 is how to connect your Strava. So really what this is enabling Strava and the website to connect so that your hikes, when you use them in Strava, will go directly to your fundraising page. And I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute. So more instructions. We'll have a meet the challengers. We already have one folk who snuck in here. We have our sponsors, and then this will fill out a little bit more as folks actually sign up for it. So we'll have individuals for fundraising and then also for distance. We do have the ability to have teams for both of these, and I can share with you how to do that as well. And then later on, we have some of our social media posts. If you want to tag us, we would love that. We can definitely push that out there to our folks as well, kind of promoting you and your page. So I'm going to go ahead and register. I believe I have a Just Giving account. We're going to find out. Okay. So once you actually register, you can tell us a little bit more. So this is a lot of information that you can adjust later on as well. I'm going to quickly in theory, Maeve's challenge page. I want to go 50 miles and I'm going to check after I read the waiver and liability. I'm going to put my street address. Okay, create our page. I'm not going to save that. Great. Congratulations. This is me. Okay, so I'm going to view my page. We also have the option here of creating a team or joining an existing team. For right now, I'm just going to go onto my page. This kind of takes you into the back end. So you're able to set your page.
And the Wissahickon.
Whoa. You can set up your page so you can put on a profile picture. I'm going to do that a little bit later. I'm not really going to do that now. Although I do have a great picture of me eating a donut, which will go on there later. And then sharing your page. So making sure that you're sending it via Facebook. Twitter is no longer Twitter. It is X or email. And I'm going to skip this for now. That is my email. Donating to your page, being the first person to donate is really important to kind of, as it says, get the ball rolling. You can do this later. Getting to that $50 mark gets you able to win all kinds of prizes. So just having that done really quickly, super fun and easy. For now, I'm going to skip that. Otherwise, I have to put in my credit card information. And I do not remember it. Okay, here we are. So in this, you have all of your different achievements. These are little buttons that you get. They kind of light up as you get through the activity. You can change all of this information over here to make it more about you, why you're doing it. And then we have our activities. So this is where you'll see any hikes that you go on, your Strava will send it to here, as well as any donations. Additionally, if you want to add a picture, if you want to send a video, if you want to use this as your blogging resource, this is it. You can post updates, all kinds of stuff. So in here, I can also edit my page. So this is where you're going to connect your Strava. Again, I said that you can change your story. We can do that. My fundraising target, I'm going to put that at 100. My fitness is where you do that connect to Strava. So you'll have, this will prompt you to actually log into Strava through Just Giving. I'm not going to do that now. If you have issues with that, let me know. You can also create a team. So the first person who creates a team then becomes the head of the team. So that means that you are in charge of all of the folks that you are wrangling, which is totally fine and fun. And then this is my account. Quick and easy, super simple, able to do. And then I think I can show you. So in here, you're able to see all of the other stuff, my page, I can donate, your challenge. If you click on the 3 dots over here, it takes you back to the home page. So now we can see that we have 3 challengers. Someone else is sneaking in with me, and then connecting all of our other information. So I'm going to go back to my presentation and see if there's any questions. I'm happy to answer. I'm actually going to stop sharing, I think. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We don't want this. To post it in there or post it in the chat. I can unmute you. You can raise your hand or whatever. But yeah. Feel free if you have any questions. Yeah, Jeffrey, let me see if I can get you. Oh, we got some good stuff in here. All right, let's see. Actually, it looked like you were just able to unmute yourself if you want. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just testing it. It seems like I can.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us and for the presentation. This is really cool.
Yeah.
I just have like a technical question. I'm not sure if you can answer. I'm a member and I've been, hiking the Wissahickon for, a while now, and I'm pretty familiar with all the trails, but I can't get a sense of what the All Trails Challenge actually covers. And what I mean by that is I have the maps, etc., but there's a lot of like spur trails, and then there's like, the Meadows and the Gresham and the Carpenters, and I actually like plotted it in my own Strava, and I can't find 50 miles. I think I topped out at like 35, minus a lot of the spur trails. So I was wondering if you can kind of point me into a direction of actually figuring out, which miles are the appropriate ones for this challenge.
Yeah, this is a great question. So we do have in our, we have a FOW map app, which you can download. I'm actually going to share my screen again. I don't know why I didn't do that to start with. Hold, please. All right. So we have this FOW map app, and this is free to download. It will take you to, so this is free, both for iPhone and for Android. And this can help you out with all kinds of trails. So you'll be able to see an offline map. So if you get lost, if you're kind of like me, that will be really helpful. It also gives you a ton of different places that you can go. We have, it gives you the history and all of that kind of stuff. But looking at, I need that thing to go away. Sorry, y'all. Let's just Google Wissahickon map, and we're just going to go and look at it. So the fun thing about this is that there are a lot of side trails. So all of these over here, all down here, all of these kind of side trails, all of this counts. This is all part of the 50 miles. I can zoom in a little. So this is over down by Bluebell. You can go take your horse down here if you have, by the Walnut Lane Bridge. So all of these up here and around, all of this counts. Yep. So there is 50 miles. We can, if you have a pocket map, it should also show you and kind of what that mileage looks like. But the park is enormous. And so really kind of getting through all of these little side trails, that really does count. Kind of a loop over here. Gorgas is super nice, coming up to Fingerspan. I'm gonna zoom out a little. Up in the Crusham, there's tons and tons up here. Going to keep moving. All of this counts. And then I'm going to take us over to Andorra. So Andorra is a huge, huge, huge area that you could do multiple loops in this. All of these trails count. I hope that helps, Jeffrey.
Yeah, thank you.
Great. Okay. I saw that we had another question. I'm going to hope that person is still here. I'm going to unshare my screen. If we register as a team, you do not have to hike at the same time. You absolutely do not. The fun thing about having a team is that a lot of your information will come over. So let's say you have a goal of you want to fundraise 100, let's say $1,000. All of that will come over. People can give to both Maeve Pollock and they can give to the FOW staff as a team. And a lot of that distance will come over as well when you log that. So I want to go 250 miles with the FOW staff. That information will come over and will show up on the team page. All right. Thomas and Savannah, if you want to unmute.
Yeah, I was, well, also thank you for putting this together. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I was wondering, is the goal to just get 50 miles done in the Wissahickon, or is it to cover as many of the 50 miles that are available as possible? Is it to do it as quickly as possible? Like, if you were to do the same 10 miles 5 times, does that count? Like,
Yeah. So if you want to go up and down Forbidden Drive, it's about, I don't know, 8 miles or something like that from north to south. If you want to do that so that you get your 50 miles that way, I'm not going to tell anyone. But the goal really is to see all 50 miles, to really explore all of the trail system throughout the time limit. So if you're a member, you have from late August until early November to be able to do that. If you're not a member, you have from early September until early November, but really being able to get all of the miles. Again, I'm not checking your homework. I'm not a teacher. I'm not going to do it. If you want to go up and down, if you want to go and take your favorite miles, your favorite trail and just do that, that is fine by me. I hope that that's wonderful for you as well. But really the goal is to travel all 50 miles within the time limit in the Wissahickon.
great, thank you.
Sure. Anybody else? Give it a few more minutes. You guys are getting me out of here early. Okay. I am going to put in send to everyone. This is my email, which is just my last name. Send me an email if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them. I'm around. This is a super fun event, and I hope to see all of you guys at the launch party at Wissahickon Brewing. We will send out information about that, so you will see that coming your way, as well as the survey. Tell us your why. Why are you doing this insanity, sweating through the Wissahickon? We would love to hear it. Yeah. But if there are no other questions, I'll give it a few more seconds. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Maeve.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Fiona. All right, we're going to end this then. Thank you to all. And we'll see you out on the trails.